cycling! Let's go!
Let's go cycling! Let's go! But cycling in Sweden, especially on a race bike, has its own difficulties, let's say. So we will examine them together with you in the coming video. So join us! Hello, welcome to our channel. This is Sabine.
And this is Marco.
This is our converted VW transporter.
Together we are 010 Camper and we are traveling Europe.
Hi guys. We try to be active every day for at least half an hour. Every other day or so we are cycling. But cycling in Sweden, especially on a race bike, has its own difficulties, let's say. So we will examine them together with you in the coming video. But first we need to say two things. One is we did not cycle everywhere in Sweden. So of course this is an opinion based on 11 Swedish rides we made. And the rides are marked blue on the map, as you can see here. And yearly we cycle many kilometers and we have ridden our race bike in over 10 different countries. So we feel we can say something about cycling in Sweden. And number two, there seems to be a big difference, roughly, between the populated south and the less populated middle and north of Sweden. Hard surfaces or with asphalt are roads like this. So it's like a 2-lane and there's a small lane for cycling. It is allowed to cycle there, but as you can see there's quite a lot of traffic and cars with trucks. So yeah, is it the best? Is it nice? I would like to say no. And yes, there are roads like this as well, especially when you come near a town or a village, but you definitely share them with motorized traffic. Although most drivers are very considerate and careful, sometimes you meet the crazy, unsafe driver that passes you very close. Sometimes there even is a very good cycling path. And these are rare, but they are perfect. And here we see the other difficulty of cycling in Sweden. It's a good road here, good asphalt, and then if you turn this side it becomes a gravel road. Usually it's not so bad, it's firm, but it is gravel. So yeah, with a race bike it's not the best option. And here we feel we need to explain a bit more, because we can hear you say, but why don't you just avoid those roads and stay on asphalt? We try to do that, and we use Strava and Google Streetview to create our routes. Strava, that has a database which shows which roads are paved and which roads are used by cyclists. It's called the heat map, and Google Streetview you can use to zoom in on a section which Strava does not have the info. That helps to determine the condition of the road. Now, let's check the Strava heat map for Sweden. The darker the blue line, the more people have cycled there. And now compare that to the Netherlands. As you can see, Strava does not have the same amount of info and there seem to be less roads, so it makes it harder to plan your trip. But maybe Google Street View can help. Let's have a look at that. And we do that by checking what Google Street View has to offer. Maybe that can help us create a better route. The blue lines are the roads where Google has Street View. Pretty cool, right? But when we compare Sweden to Finland or to the Baltics, then you see that also here, like in Strava, information seems to be lacking. And this prevents us creating a good route. Then let's take today's trip as an example.
You can see our adventure and the beautiful HÖGA KUSTEN scenery in about 30 seconds. But let's start here. We are here in the middle of Sweden, in a place called Dockstra. There are campings, hotels and tourist attractions, so it's definitely not in the middle of nowhere. And this, the red lines you see here, is the only route that was possible to make, by driving over roads that are allowed to cycle on and that are well paved. So, let's have a look how that went, shall we?
Short, steep climbs. Man. And then a sweet downhill. And then we come to the end of the asphalt road. I could not see on Google if this is still well to drive, but we make a decision to make a U-turn. And of course we found some gravel roads as well. But this one is pretty decent. I'm not sure what makes Sweden decide to put asphalt or to put gravel or to put nothing. I would really like to know, so if any Swede is looking at this and knows, please let me know in the comments below. I would be very grateful. So, the Swedish road network is not that massive. So that means that sometimes you need to cross the highway. One benefit is, of course, is that the highway is not that busy. Usually. We have now moved a bit inland, so away from the coast, to also examine this part of the HÖGA Kusten. Research is correct, and I hope it is, then this very nice road of asphalt, very smooth, very well made, is going to end in gravel. Why? Let's find out. without any warning, the road moves to gravel. And this does not feel something we can drive on. So our trip comes to the end here. Now we cannot drive on this, so we will not. It's sad but true. We move back. If someone can explain to me why this is happening, why such a very lovely, beautiful road is suddenly turning into something like this, which we cannot bike on this. So please leave your thoughts in the comments. What we think, or what I think at least, is that it is because of the population. On that side of the road there's quite a bit of population, and it looks like that here people don't live anymore. So there's less people living, so there's no need or less need for asphalt or tarmac. But I'm not sure, so tell me in the comments. Would be appreciated very much. And of course, always